Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. I'm Skip Healy with another edition of Tunes from the Shop. 1 week ago today, I started doing this, and thanks to your great support and enthusiasm, here we are on our 1 week anniversary. I'm working my way through all the tunes everybody is requesting. Thank you very much for sending them all in. As I said, you keep sending them in, we'll keep playing them. I'm also getting a lot of emails, people not writing into the comments section, but writing to me personally. One of the things they're saying is, Skip, don't touch your face so much. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to. Another thing is, what the heck is this? This is a flute. It is a flute in D, called an Irish flute by a lot of people, or technically a simple system flute. That's because all the keys are mounted independently in a simple system. A lot of people think it's a flute in F because they think it looks very short for a D flute, which actually it is. They're more used to seeing Presto Changeo, something that looks like this. It's a flute that has a low C foot joint as opposed to the low D foot joint I typically build on my flutes. A couple technical reasons I don't do a C, although I did a prototype of it. I don't really do C foot joints. The more you extend a scale one direction, you pay the price for it at the other end of that curve. So trying to build a flute that goes lower, you start compromising a little bit the upper end of the flute. And by upper end, and I'm talking a lot about the third octave, and I tend to play a lot of notes in the third octave, which is not typical in this music or on these flutes in Celtic music. But, so, low C foot joint, I usually have a low D foot joint, which is why this flute looks more like an E flat or F flute to a lot of people. That's a great question. Thank you very much to the 25 people that sent me the emails asking about it. I hope it's now clear. Today's tunes. I'm going to play a set of 3 tunes. The first was requested by, you may notice today I'm flying solo. My partner in crime here, Abigail, has the day off. She's home baking some bread with mommy right now, some Zopf. There's braided bread that's usually had Sunday mornings here in Switzerland, so they're making our quarantine time Sunday morning Zopf. Thank you very much for all the great comments about Abigail, and you're all right. She's just a charm. And the funny thing, I'll tell you about yesterday on that video, if you notice, she all of a sudden pushes herself back from the table and makes room and starts doing her dance. That was not planned. She perfectly, in the last measure of the tune before I was going to go into the butterfly, which is the tune she likes to dance to, she just knew somehow it was the end of the tune and got ready to start dancing, which kind of freaked Poppy out a little bit. I thought that was really cool. So I have a request from Abigail today for a tune. This is a tune she's heard me play a few times. She asked me if I could play the Pretty Mountain tune today. So the Pretty Mountain tune is called The Mist-Covered Mountains. There are 2 tunes quite well known called The Mist-Covered Mountains, and I'm going to play both of those. A few people have also requested The Mist-Covered Mountains, but I don't know if they want the Scottish one or the Irish one. So cover all bases. This is Switzerland. We find the diplomatic compromise. I'll play both tunes. The first is a waltz. And here's a viewing suggestion for you. In these times where we're all stuck at home looking at things like idiots from Switzerland playing tunes on a piece of wood, there's a film called Local Hero. It was made back in the 1980s. Find it, watch it. You will never regret it for the rest of your life. It's a fantastic film, and this tune is included in it, The Mist-Covered Mountains. After that, I'll play the Irish version of the tune, which is a jig I learned from the playing of the great Matt Malloy. And the third is a tune by request from an old friend of mine called Arbo Doughty. Arbo is a multi-instrumentalist, playing flute and pipes and seems like just about anything you hand him. Last I knew, he was up in upstate New York. I have no idea where he is now, but it was great to get the email from an old friend. Believe me, folks, 10 minutes with Arvo Dowdy, you'll never forget the rest of your life. He's an absolute class man, great guy. So Arvo, hope you're well. Thanks for the suggestion. His requested tune comes again off the famous Empty Pockets album. It's an old American fife tune that I kind of Irished up a little bit, and it's a tune called 50 Cents. So, Mist Covered Mountains Waltz, Mist Covered Mountains Jig, and 50 Cents Jig. Ice-Covered Mountains 1 and 2, and 50 cents. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tunes. I'm going to do a second short video today that's coming up next. Thanks. Stay well, stay healthy, take care of each other, maintain distance socially. See you all soon.